The following is a hockey podcast out of Vancouver and Surrey, British Columbia. It'll only consist of a lot of puck talk and even more BS, or in actual words, banter and satire. Enjoy, and as always, go Canucks, go.
Okay, before we start the episode, and everyone knows what I want to talk about, and let's not go there yet. I just want to say one love to the Gaudreau family, okay? Saw what happened, Calgary versus Columbus today, and just a reminder, man, one day at a time, holla at your loved ones, be grateful, and enjoy the episode.
You're Locked On Canucks, your daily podcast on the Vancouver Canucks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
People, we back doing this, and that's giving you Locked On Canucks. All right, we have to do it. It's your Canucks every second, every minute, all the time. We addicted to the Vancouver Canucks. We smoking the Vancouver Canuck pack right now because they providing effort. That's what we want. And that was our best loss of the season. No Hronek, no Miller, still no Demko. Played a pretty strong Minnesota Wild team, right? Playing way above their talent level, led by one of the best players in hockey at the least. And also, we played a team that had another team playing for them. Again, more on that in a couple of minutes. But yes, kudos to the Canucks for, again, suffering their best loss of the season. Is that the truth? Am I telling the truth? It feels like that because the effort was all the way there. And yeah, we can nitpick specific dumb moments. Things happen in hockey games. But in this moment, I'm grateful. I'm applauding that effort. That's how they end a 6-game road trip. 4-1-1 and a really good effort. They could have won today's game easily. I'll say easily. If the damn refs weren't playing for the Wild, we would have won that game. Already without Hronek and Miller and Demko, and you got to play the refs in the Wild. Unbelievable. What was that? That was an embarrassment. Another reason why. If my child was like, Daddy, I want to be an NHL referee when I grow up. If my child said that, bro, I'm telling you, arranged marriage. Working with pops. Let's go to the garage. I'm sorry. But I hate NHL referees right now, okay? I'm sorry to give that energy out there. It's the holidays. Ho, ho, ho. No, no, no. The referees suck. More often than not in these hockey games. Maybe the game is too fast for these guys. Unreal. What am I talking about? You watched the game. I'm not even going to pronounce his name or say his name. His name does not deserve to be put out from my mouth, okay? That's how mad I am at this guy. Number 14 from the Wild. They call you EK. Headhunting. Goes after Keeper Sherwood. While his team's on the power play. Should have been a 5-minute major. There's no call. It was the loudest in the arena. No call. And what happened 10 seconds before EK 14 did that? Him and Vincent Darnay, right? They get into it just a bit prior to the whistle, after a play. Okay, VD, Vincent Darnay did something to that guy that made him a little bit more fiery. And how do we know that? Because 10 seconds later, he goes headhunting. No call. The Canucks go into the third period with the 2-1 lead after DeBrusk. Breaks the deadlock. Another goal in front of the net. How many goals does this guy have? 56? It feels like that. Gretzky, watch out. But what happens in the beginning of the third period? The first line of the Minnesota Wild. They dominated all game. Hey, props to them. They did their thing. They worked Hughes and company, okay? They worked Hughes and Pettersson. Absolutely worked them. One of the best players in the league plays on that team, plays on that line. He's also playing with number 14 as the centerman, a guy that should have been kicked out. But what happens early on in that third period? That line with all those players, they provide a goal because the dude with the mustache scored a goal. And that dude, look, that's a manly dude over there. I was already vulnerable after the Sherwood hit. I was feeling emotional. That dude made me insecure. The dude, is he Canadian? The dude with the mustache goes top shelf on Lankinen. It's a tie game. And there I am again, just pissed off. Like, that goal should not have happened because one of those guys should have been kicked out of the game. But again, gutsy effort from the Canucks. There could have been a lot of opportunity there for them to just, not coast, but play for the point. But what they did was, at times take it to the Wild, play a complete game, play hard the whole way through, not wait for things to happen. They had their chances, multiple chances in the third period, to win a game. But again, they played a good Wild team, a team that's got some standout players, okay? Including their goaltender. Gustafsson, that dude, plays tall, plays strong, and he had a really, really good game. All in all, the applause has to be given to the Vancouver Canucks, because again, they did not break. A lot of people playing their best hockey. Pettersson playing his best hockey. DeBrus playing his best hockey. Pius Suter. I think Pius Suter put on a masterclass at times defensively today. The dude wanted it. How about Carson Soucy? He played a clean game, looking way better without Tyler Myers. Carson Soucy looked vicious. He looked efficient. He looked like he was having fun today. Kevin Lankinen, again and again and again, is just providing value. A lot of good things happen, and the Canucks deserve a point. And in overtime, a very exciting overtime, it ends with the Kaprizov goal, which is crazy because, I know he's the best player in hockey right now, but also because he should have been in the box or stop. We should have had a power play. Blatant trip by Kaprizov, a minute and a half or 2 minutes into overtime, and there was no call. The most obvious of trips. It's overtime. There's only 6 players on the ice. Boom, bam, everyone's watching. The referees are watching. And Kaprizov, a blatant trip. I think it might have been on Garland or someone. And what happens? Nothing. No call. Did I mention everyone's watching? We're talking about the number 1 center for the Wild and now the best player for the Wild. In 2 different instances, just blown calls, missed calls. I'm not trying to make excuses. This is just bad. This is just pathetic officiating. And again, days like today, man, if my kid ever asked to be a referee, I would just be disappointed, okay? I got it out of my system. I'm venting. I'm less angry. If my kid wanted to do it, whatever. You know what? Follow your dreams. Do what you want to do, pal. But if you ever made a bad call in a game 20 years down the road when you're a pro, I'd be mad at you, man. I'd be pissed off. I'd be saying, F you. Okay, no, that's a lot of energy, but that's how it felt today. It felt that the refs were getting in the way a lot of the time. And again, full credit to the Wild. I don't know if I want to give them full credit. They did their thing too. They hung around. They did their thing. Again, the Kaprizov's line absolutely dominated. The Norris Trophy winner, Quinn Hughes. Like, they did their thing. But the refs, man, they did their thing too. An officiating masterclass, but it was something. It was something. Anyways, man, let's read some comments, man. Let's read some comments. Mike saying that Hughes did not play well tonight, 5-on-5. And I don't blame him. I think he played like 67 minutes against Detroit. Things happen. And again, I felt as if he got worked a lot by Kaprizov's line. And I don't want to see that. I want to see Mr. Norris do his thing. I said that early on today as well. Like those are the matchups that I'm looking forward to. Like him being way better than any opponent that comes his way. And, it's hard to do that. That's really, really hard to do. Kaprizov is really, really good. There are a lot of good players in this league. And yeah, again, Quinn Hughes didn't have his best game, but this is most likely the case because he's actually been playing what? He's been playing like 50 minutes a game, doing a lot. He's allowed to have a day off. Speaking about that too, right? Tyler Myers. I want to do, okay, you know what? I'm not going to say anything about Tyler Myers. I'm going to be nice, okay? What did he do? Cross check to the back of number 14, EK. That dude. Not going to say his name. I don't want to piss off my father, okay? My father raised a better FanDuel, okay? A better Canucks fan. Tyler Myers in front of the net, gives 14 a cross check, and boom. I'm not gonna talk ish about Tyler Myers for at least 10 games. Hold me accountable, Trevor. Hold me accountable, people. Join the Discord. Hold me accountable. Because that's it right there. That's a man. That's a Canuck. And that's what happens when the refs don't make calls. You can't just go headhunting and get away with it. Kiefer Sherwood at that moment, it could have been Quinn Hughes. In an alternate universe, the way Quinn Hughes retrieves pucks from that side of the ice. Like, again, if I didn't have my glasses on, that could have been Quinn Hughes. And if that was the case, I would have smashed my TV. I'm just saying, we just can't let things like that happen. Unreal. Next comment, SK93. Only thing worse than your kid wanting to be a ref is if your kid wanted to be Kelly Sutherland when he grows up. Kelly Sutherland, you want to that West Coast bias. You need to watch this show. You need to watch this show, man. Gigatronic saying, I enjoyed Sherwood's playing in overtime tonight. Yeah, he got minutes, and he just a high effort player. He has some IQ. I'm not surprised. Again, that game could have gone either way, especially in overtime. So many chances. Brock Besser misses a breakaway in overtime in front of Bill Guerin, right? That could have meant something, right? Do the math. What's tomorrow? Exactly. USA, USA, USA. But it wasn't meant to be. You try winning a handicap match. You try winning in that threesome. That's intimidating. That's hard. No Hronek, no Miller, no Demko, and you're playing Kelly Sutherland in the Minnesota Wild, man. That's something else. So what day is it today? It's a Tuesday, right? It's a Monday. It's a Wednesday. It's early in the week. Like, relax, Kelly. Unreal, man. Unreal. Look at Bob Bluger saying, it looked like EK had some ill feelings towards Sherwood with that hit. Yo, I'm telling you, watch the film. 10 seconds before that hit happened, Vincent Desharnais pissed EK off. EK was grabbing VD by the neck. It was hockey. It was clean. But, there was anger there. Wasn't pleased, and he still had that energy in his system, right? He didn't go to therapy before his next shift. He still had it in the system. He was still hot, and he almost killed Kiefer Sherwood. But he almost concussed him. You already know the deal. This is the sad part, man. You already know if Kiefer Sherwood stayed down and was down the whole time, like he wasn't as tough as he is, because that guy's a man too. That dude intimidates me. I gotta level up. Kiefer Sherwood younger than me, and he's doing all of this. If I got hit by EK like that, bro, I would have been on the ground, making sure that we got that 5-minute major. All I'm saying is if Kiefer Sherwood just stayed on the ground for a bit, they would have called a 2 minimum, and they would have got together after the replay was played at the Jumbotron, and they would have called a 5. You already know it. Unless I took some Michael Bublé shrooms before the game and saw something else. And remember what the standard is, NHL. Last time I checked, when there was one of the most uber borderline calls out there, when one of the best players in the league, Quinn Hughes, right? Behind the net, boom, bam, cross-check to Norris. Norris goes down. Norris goes off. He's bleeding a bit. It was a light cross-check, but hey, all that stuff happened, and he got kicked out of the game, right? It was light. Like, that's the standard. Like, you look at some of the hits after that have been 5-minute majors, or in this case, no calls at all. Bro, what was more vicious? And just because there wasn't a quote-unquote injury, right? Dude, Kiefer Sherwood's a tough guy. You don't think that hurt? But he's making every moment count. Like, that guy is hockey, okay? He's not staying down. And it's nothing against the other guys who stay down. I'm just saying Kiefer Sherwood is never staying down. Dude's an Avenger. Speaking of which, I cannot avenge longer tonight, okay? Honestly, got to keep this episode short. Got a lot of things going on today. But hey, the Canucks, just be proud of them. Really, really, really proud of them. They've proven me wrong in a span of a week, real talk. I forgot about the grit and tenacity, or I wasn't appreciating it, right? You look at the one regulation loss on this road trip. Try to look back at the film. All right, sit with it. It's a good way to heal your trauma, heal some of your wrongs, right? Your wrongdoings, and just look at what happened against Pittsburgh and just appreciate the good. Because one thing that they did show me that I completely ignored was, once again, that they will always fight. If Quinn Hughes is in the action and Elias Pettersson is in the action, they will always fight. If Quinn Hughes, again, is in the action, they will always, always, always fight. Right? They're down 5-1. They make it 5-4. They almost tie it right at the end of the game. And there I was last Wednesday, completely ignoring that. And here I am now saying that I was so wrong to do so. And just notice that they've been doing that a lot for a long time, since Tocchet's been here. And especially last year, like, this team does fight all the time. And to see what they did with no Hronek, with the Miller news, with still no Demko. Again, one left to Lankinen for fighting the most. I'm just, again, really proud of the gutsy effort. And all hands on deck, especially Elias Pettersson. Look at his numbers after Miller went down with his personal reasons, right? Applause to Elias Pettersson. One love to the Canucks. Welcome back home. Hey, if you believe, you can achieve. And I believe this Vancouver Canucks team is going to win the Stanley Cup. All right, led by American Quinn Hughes. And remember, people, when the Four Nation Cup starts, I'm going to be cheering for Team USA. And that's the bottom line, all right? My name's Kyle Bound. This was Locked On Canucks, and I approve of this message. Peace.